Got it.
All right, man. So here we are, wrong kind of podcast. Baron of the Orange Cones. I don't know if they can see your name down there or not. It's up to you to say your name if you want to say
it. Yes, this is Chris Pike, known as Baron of the Orange Cones.
Can we get your social security number and your mother's maiden name, please?
Well, I don't remember it.
Oh, your mom's maiden name or your social security number?
Yes.
Oh, so I got a heater running underneath here, and it is getting hot. I may have to stop it here in a minute before I overheat myself.
Well, let's don't do that. We don't need things getting moist already.
Yeah, I don't think it'll get moist. I think it'll get dry. It's under the desk here.
Oh,
but so you wanted to come on here. So what's up? Tell me all about it.
Oh, well, just kind of one of those things. Wanted to let everybody know a little bit about myself, since you talk about me all the time there.
No.
On the podcast. I work for KDOT, not in your particular county, but in one of the northern counties. And so that's where I came up with Baron of the Orange Cones, Baron of the Orange Cones now. Got to get used to saying that.
Is that a reflective shirt you get on there?
Yes, sir.
I'm glad to see that you're safe while you're at home.
Well, just got off work, so you know how that goes.
No, I don't.
Oh, that's right. You're jobless.
I don't know. Remember that right there, backwards. Yeah, the Union. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The wizard makes fun of my sign back there. Calls it janky.
Ah, now that's not nice.
It's kind of it kind of did cut deep. You should see the back side of it. Can you read it directly? Is it right to you?
Yes.
See, on the back side of it, I wrote it backwards because it's backwards to me. So I spent like 15 minutes writing it backwards.
Trying to figure it out.
And somebody said, hey, it's right. Oh, didn't know that. Anyway, how long you been working for the state?
I've been there working on my 5th year now. I do the general maintenance things. We're the guys that make everybody mad by slowing them down and redirecting them and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I know those guys.
Yeah. Yep. Winter season's getting here, so I kind of think that everybody needs to take their time and start slowing down a little more.
Oh, yeah?
We're going to be out and about even more now than we was before.
What's that saying say? Something about slow down? Somebody made a catch saying.
Yeah, slow down and drive as if it was your own family member alongside the road, because we are somebody's family member, I mean.
Yeah, but some people might take that like, oh, if it was my family member, drive the hell over you.
Well, we do have a few people out there that, we'd like to do that too. But,
maybe you ought to be like, drive like it's somebody else's family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we also have a nice little catchphrase that we steal from Mike Rowe, safety third.
What's first and second?
Your faith and your family should be first and second.
Okay.
And then safety is up to you. That's why it's third.
I like the way he described, instead of work harder, it's work harder and smarter.
Yes, absolutely.
There's a lot of people that do that. Well, I'll just work hard. Well, try to work smart. You won't have to work as hard.
Yeah. And when you get older, you can tell how smart you worked versus how hard you worked over the years.
Yes. Remember the first time I ever hurt my back? I was a stud. I was like 19 and I hurt my back. And I was like, what in the hell was that? And of course, it didn't happen again for several years. But I remember the first time I did it. That wasn't no fun.
No, absolutely not. I also have a background in agriculture. Let's see, been at the state for 5. So that would have been 7 years ago. Pike's Fertilizer was still around here in Girard, Kansas.
Okay.
And that was, my parents had owned that business. And so when you talk about hurting yourself, back then I was young and dumb and full of cum, I believe is the expression they use. And I was grabbing 50-pound bags of soybeans or corn and throwing them over my shoulder like they were nothing. And before too long, I was up to the point where I was trying to carry 4 bags at one time, and
Good stuff.
that come back to bite me in the
So we kind of grew up similar. What'd you guys sell? Just any kind of like seeds and fertilizers or what?
seed, fertilizer, chemical. We actually applied for local farmers, whether it was the fertilizer. We had a specialty market we used to run in the liquid fertilizer business, where we would take the dry and make it into liquid and then apply it for the
Really?
farmers. And it took a step out of the process, because when you go out and throw dry down there, it's got to get some type of moisture
Yeah.
to activate and for the plants to be able to use it. Well, when we throw it down and it's already in a liquid form, it was more readily available. But
So I grew up in a greenhouse and then a garden center. So we didn't do the scale you were doing. We were the home base kind of a deal. Now
yeah,
we would sell seed, occasionally some farmer or somebody come in there and want to buy, enough fescue or something to seed his whole pasture or something. But normally they went to a big guy to do that. We were tomatoes and gardens and all that. I loved it. People come in and said, well, I can go to Walmart and buy 6 of those for $1, those little curled
yeah,
up piece of shit tomato plants. And we were selling tomato plants that the stem was the size around your little finger. And they were probably a foot tall, about to put
yeah,
tomatoes on. They were 45 cents a piece. Well, I can go get 6 of those for $1 at Walmart. I'm like, yeah, well, I guess your ass better head on to Walmart.
yeah.
And now they're all gone.
Yep, that's just it. You don't see that much anymore. And
No.
back then, for what you were selling them for, they probably already had their first set of blooms on them almost.
Oh yeah, they did. Lots of times you'd have to go and pick the blooms off so they wouldn't bloom there in the store,
Yep,
because it's not really good to have them bloom in the little peat pot.
yep,
Well, we're getting nerdy now talking about vegetables.
yeah,
People at home are like, where's the fart jokes?
yeah. Well, we don't do many of those.
No. So you're
No.
going to make it for sure this Saturday?
Yes, sir. I will be there this Saturday with bells on. I
Yeah.
have a few shout outs that we're going to have some call outs on and everything during the festivities.
Right in front of people.
Oh yeah.
It's rough.
Yep.
You don't want to hint
Yep.
around at all to it. You just got some stuff coming.
Oh well.
You don't have to hint. That's okay. It's better maybe if you don't.
The last call out for the public flogging, it will have a little something to do with that.
Oh.
So
I've never been to one of these, and people kept talking. Well, actually, it was the Wizards' idea of having a meetup, and Rick, only reason I know this guy is from the No Agenda Social. He said, I'll organize it. Sure enough, man. Next thing I know, he's got this shit lined out.
yeah, he did a wonderful job, that's for sure.
Last I heard, there's 15 of us going. I don't know if that number's grown or not, but they RSVP'd, so I'm going to guess they're showing up.
I wouldn't understand why they wouldn't do that and then turn around and not show up without an emergency.
Can you see my bald spot there?
Yeah.
Some bullshit.
Kind of like this right here.
It's nice.
Yeah.
So for those that ain't RSVP'd, the link is several different places on. I'll do it again right now. But we're going to Joplin, Missouri this Saturday. What's the date this Saturday? That'd be the 6th. And we're going to be at Old Chicago Pizza Parlor or whatever the hell it's called. Where the hell is my link at now?
Yeah, it's on the south end of Joplin there, close to Sam's or I-44.
Yeah, it's right next to it. Yeah.
Here it is. That area.
6 to 2. Range line, Joplin, Old Chicago. I'm trying to get this thing to work correctly.
Yeah.
There we go. Anyway, I'll post it on the page now. It ought to be a good time. I mean, we're only there for a couple hours. And then, drink some beer and eat some pizza. And
it's nice to get some faces with some names.
Yeah.
That's always nice. And, the fact that, you've got that big shout out now from No Agenda that you claim your claim to fame.
Street
can
cred,
really,
somebody told me.
That's right. You can really hang your hat on that, Saturday. So
I did notice see, look, there you go. It's listed. I guess it's that camera up there. My my union brothers are fighting on Facebook. It's a good time. Uh, I did notice an uptick in the listeners once Adam Curry's who we're talking about. If anybody doesn't remember Adam Curry from the late 80s, early 90s on MTV, what they don't know is he went on to become, they call him Podfather. He actually, for all practical purposes, him and another guy invented the podcast. And a true podcast is not this. This is a Zoom meeting. A true podcast is what we do normally, where you just record audio and then, put it on the internet. But anyway, he's been emailing me back and forth about this union deal with John Deere. And he mentioned me on the show. And sure enough, I saw my numbers go up and people reached out to me, said, "Hey, I heard you on the No Agenda show." Cool. And that was just a little blip of a mention too, but they have millions of people listen.
Oh yeah, so, I can't imagine their numbers.
Hell, just 1% of people heard me and come over here. That'd be great.
The 1% of people, if you had 10% of the people that listen to you now that were, donating the $5 a week, a cup of coffee, it'd be nice.
That would be nice. So, seems how you brought it up, we'll preach about it again. So Adam, of course, is the one that come up with this as well. It's called the value for value model. So the way they describe it is, if you find value in this, kind of like you do your cable or a magazine subscription or Hulu subscription, if you find value in this and you listen to it regularly, throw some money our way, and you can go to our website, WKO podcast, my fingers backwards.com. And there's a couple different places you donate every week. And honestly, you're about half of my weekly advertising budget. I advertise usually around Southeast Kansas and Northeast Oklahoma once a week, whatever, something. I just throw something out there.
Yeah.
It helps a little bit. I've had other people that just randomly throw me a 5 or a 10 or a 20, I've had some people throw me 50. The Wizard throws a little bit more than that occasionally, and he also helps out quite a bit. There's only one Wizard. So people are like, who are these fucking weird made up names? So if you go to the page, it's just something to do to play along, So you started out on the Lord program. Well, no, you was on the Baron program, but so as you go, you progress. And so with the value for value, you reached what I considered, between your treasure, money, and talent and time coming and helping us with an event, I considered that a total value, and you achieved the Baron. Now you're moving on, and I'm going to have to, I think the next one's going to be Duke, and I'm not sure how high that'll be, but
I was thinking about that today too, and wanted to mention something to you about it. We joke about the peasants.
Yeah. And we're just having fun. That's just a way for you to call out somebody that listens to this show.
Yep. Somebody that listens to the show, doesn't donate.
And we don't mean anything by treasure.
It. Yeah. And, it's fun. I personally know the guys that I call out. So, so there's no hard feelings or anything like that involved in any of this. It's all just for fun, but it helps you raise some money and get things going, because you keep talking about your exit strategy, Justin, and I honestly think it's set right there in front of you, man.
Well, I've got, if we go back to work someday, hopefully, the current retirement plan is 60 and I'm 49. So it'd be nice if the day I walked out of there, the next time I walked out of my house, I walked into, a podcast studio, which basically right here off the side of my house. But right now the goal is an air conditioner, as everybody always keeps hearing about, because this air conditioner here is louder than a 747. And it seems like as soon as you turn it off, your ass is sweating again. Now in the wintertime, it ain't too bad. We got heaters going in here, and it's not terrible. It's nice out here in the wintertime. But in the summertime, it gets moist. I don't think there's any insulation in the wall or something, because shit, I can turn this air conditioner on when I leave for work at 5:30 in the morning. and we'll come in here in the evening about 12 hours later to do a podcast, and it's frigid as hell in here. There's some major shrinkage.
Yep.
And then as soon as you turn the damn AC off, within 10 minutes, it's like, holy hell. These headphones we wear, it's like a greenhouse inside there. And yeah, so that's the goal, is to get a quieter air conditioner that we can run while especially now, seeing how we're trying video, which I have yet to successfully figure that out. I need some better software, and I'm sorry, right now I'm on strike, and everything I got, I'm on miser mode.
I don't
So
blame you a
I'm not
bit.
spending any money that I don't need to. Food, gas, and electric is pretty much what I'm spending money on.
Yep. Keep the roof over your head. That's the most important thing at this point.
I think I lost some weight from not eating out.
Yeah.
We've been eating all kinds of crap that we got here at home. You didn't even realize you have. I've been eating the hell out of some Malta meal too.
Go through the deep freeze and pick out some of the meat that you forgot you had in there. Huh?
We've got some stuff in there that I don't even know what the hell that is. And somebody said you really shouldn't eat shit that's been over there 2 years. I don't know, but but if it's frozen time, what does it matter? Right?
I just cook it up, and if it still smells good after I cook it, we're good to go.
Oh, it's a good idea. I think some of it's goose. I think there's some goose in there, maybe some deer. I haven't went deer hunting in a while. Ugh.
It's hard to do anymore.
What, deer hunt?
Yeah.
No, I got a hell of a spot.
Do you? Well, that's good. Keep it, because with everybody that is getting greedy and leasing their land out, it's hard to find a spot for a local to hunt anymore unless you actually own the land yourself, usually.
I've just got lazy. I don't like being out there when it's so damn cold, and I don't know. I'm just lazy. Last time I shot one, as soon as the bullet hit the deer and fell to the ground, I was like, shit. I called my buddy up. I said, hey, did you ever fill your tag? No. I said, yeah, you did. I see your deer laying from here. So yeah, that's how that went down. I was pretty much done from there. I just
I've made that mistake before, and had to make a quick trip to Walmart to take care of that issue.
Yeah. Whatever. People that freak out on the vegans or whatever, I mean, I don't know.
Hey,
God put them here to eat.
PETA.
Yeah.
I support PETA, people eating tasty animals.
Oh yes, they are tasty.
That's right.
Yeah, I
didn't get this big by backing down from a meal, that's for sure.
I got a little tree hugger in me, so I don't always just kill shit for the hell out of it.
No, I don't do that.
That's no good.
No, there's got to be a reason to pull that trigger.
So what else you want to talk about? Got anything else you want to get off your chest? See, you're a KSU fan there. What was you getting ready to say?
I got I'm a K-State fan. My sister was a twirler for the band back in the 2000s when Darren Sproles was there.
Oh yeah.
And got autographed football from Darren Sproles and stuff like that. And he still contacts my sister to this day because she helped tutor him in a few of his classes.
Really?
And those kind of things. So I've got season tickets, and I don't miss many home games.
You should get Darren Sproles to be on the podcast, and we'll hook up with the Zoom meeting, and you can do all the interviewing. I'll just sit here and watch.
Yeah. We'll see what I can do on that.
We had damn it, Brandon Jacobs.
I know the Meat Whisperer would sure like that too.
Oh,
sure.
The Meat Whisperer, I'm sure he would. We had Brandon Jacobs on a while back, called in. Maybe he was interesting. If anybody don't know, he's got a couple Super Bowl rings. That was kind of neat. Talk to somebody with a couple Super Bowl rings.
Yeah.
That's kind of neat. I was going to tell you something a second ago, and it totally it left. It went that way.
You know what they call that, right?
CRS.
Well, that or old timers.
My grandma called it senior moment. Had a senior moment, and then of course there's CRS. Can't remember shit.
Yep.
But
and instead of all timers, it's old timers. But
old timers.
Hey, I do want to ask you something. How impressed are you that we have the president of the United States who can't even hold his own bowels?
I love to make fun of anybody, right? But I'm having trouble with that one because I don't know that he did. So the way it all got started was I've been burnt on this shit before, so I have to look a little bit before I do anything. The way it all got started was some lady that's married to somebody. I don't know who the hell she is, but she tweeted that the president's visit to the Vatican was extended because they had a bathroom issue. I don't have any idea what a bathroom issue is. Did he have to drop deuce, like a presidential shit? I have no idea. But
Well, the
now
only
the
thing that I can say that I have physically seen is some of the pictures of the shaking hands before the meeting, shaking hands after the meeting, and they do show two different colors of suits.
so I seen that too. Did a little research. He has met the Pope 3 times.
Oh,
So
okay.
I can't tell what the background is. I don't know, were those pictures taken on different days? Because, like I said, I love a good poop story, and if the
Yeah.
president shit his pants at the Vatican, that's about the best. That's better than my Florida story.
Yes.
And if I could find out that happened, I'd be all about it. But I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. We
I
really
mean,
don't know,
you
but
can make fun if you want. I don't.
well, but the thing about it is we can always make fun of him just because he doesn't know how to speak, period.
Poor bastard.
I
That's a
mean,
poor bastard.
I don't understand how nobody voted for this man. Everybody voted against Trump. That's all it
There
is.
you go. I was like, oh, hold on. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's pretty much what it is. Same reason that you could argue the same reason that Trump got elected is because he was voting against Hillary.
Yeah. Yep. I agree with that.
You know,
I
and
agree with that. But
I
as the Democratic Party, you
yeah.
couldn't throw. I mean,
Uh,
Hillary would have had a better chance again against. I don't know. I would like to think she couldn't do as bad as what we're seeing right now, but it is the party. It is really not the puppet in office. I guess we would
that
say.
that poor bastard. He was sitting at home, and they come drug him out of bed, going, "Man, come on, you got to go. We got nobody. We got nobody to run against this guy. Nobody that can beat him anyway."
Yeah.
He should be sitting at home right now, having tea, watching his grandkids play, and forgetting his name in private. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's
Yep.
kind of a sad deal, honestly.
It really is. But and again, it makes us look so weak as a country that is
Yeah.
do. I mean, I don't know. They'd have been better off to throw a mayor of a big city up there instead of what we ended up with.
Yeah, our politics are so fucked up. It's almost like we just talked about it. The last 2 presidents haven't even been elected based upon their qualifications.
No.
They've been elected based upon the other one's a shitty potential candidate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah, it's damn. Why can't we get somebody that's actually got some credibility, some experience, and that can, if somebody like Trump that could speak, somebody that can tell you to fuck off without actually telling you to fuck off.
Right. Right.
Problem
And
with
that was where
Trump is
Trump was not very good at, because
he says some
he's just
stupid
like the
shit.
rest of us. He's just going to tell you to fuck off. I mean, it's
Yeah,
just
he'd say some
he has
really
no filter.
stupid shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Has no filter at all.
Have you seen
So
him lately?
no, I have not actually.
He's not nearly as orange. He, he's the first one that didn't really age while he was in office.
Right. I noticed that.
I
I noticed
guess
that.
so. My wife has this theory, and I'm sure those at home will lose their shit. So she's pretty devout Christian. I'm a Christian too.
Yes.
She's more read up on it than I am.
Right.
She teaches at a Christian school. She went to a Christian college. Anyway, she said she wondered sometimes if maybe this is where they're all going to lose their shit right here. That if maybe God had prepared Trump for the presidency, because the guy had been through the tabloids. When I was a kid, he was all over the tabloids, and
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
he's been called every name in the book. So when he became the president and they just started shitting on him, he's like, hell, this is just a Tuesday.
Yeah. I mean, but again, when you're and I don't care how anybody says it. If his dad gave him his first $1 million,
Yeah, who gives
whatever,
a shit?
he He's a self-made billionaire,
Yeah, he turned it into,
regardless.
yeah, he took that million and turned it into a billion. I'm
So
not sure a lot of us could do that.
no, absolutely not. I mean, I'd be too scared. I'd try and rat hole it away and try and live off just the interest.
Yeah, there you go. I guess you could do that if you could get a
So
good enough bank account.
I would hope if had well, of course, $1 million is not like it used to be either,
No,
Justin.
not like
Yeah.
Clampett money.
Oh yeah, yeah. But he's and then everybody's always talked about how bad. Well, he had how many businesses go bankrupt? Well, yeah, but that's just knowing when to cut your losses. That's the way I look at that.
Well, he also used the rules to his advantage.
Oh yeah,
If you don't use the tax rules to your advantage when you can, well, that's just being stupid.
it is. I mean, we all do it. I don't care who
Hell
you are.
yeah.
There is not one individual out there that just pays their taxes out of their weekly paycheck and doesn't try to get any of it back when they file.
I mean, everything you see in this picture looking at me, except for all this crap behind me, just my little trinkets and bullshit, has all been wrote off in one way or another at tax time. Every bit of it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I mean, it's just, why wouldn't you do it if the rules are there?
Right.
Biden does it. Hillary
Yeah.
did it. Obama does it. When Trump does it, it's cheating though. It's it's
Well,
unfair.
right. And now Elon Musk is the big one they're after, right? Because
Yeah.
he's doing all that too. So
Did you see his deal today about the UN? What is it? The
yeah,
world something $6 billion to cure hunger across the world. And
yeah. They
he's
said his $6 billion that he has in his company could cure in world hunger, and he said, "By God, if it will, I'll give you the 6 billion, but we're gonna scrutinize every nickel and dime you spend and make sure that's what it goes to."
yeah. He said, put a plan here, and I'll sell the stock right now to. I wonder if that affected the stock when he said that he would sell it. Every time he talks, nerds just freak out. I got a bunch of
Oh yeah,
Dogecoin. Thanks, JD. I got a bunch of Dogecoin. Anywhere the fuck.
I just want to know when it gets to the bottom, Justin, and then I'll get in on it. So
Well, right now, let's see. The last couple of months, it's been living right around 20 some cents.
right,
Some of these guys made good money.
yeah,
Right now, it's 26 cents. It's been living. It's been living there for in the 20s for quite a while. I don't know if it's going to do anything. I've been paying attention to the deer stock to see if the deer stock's going to do anything. It looks like it
went down a little bit today again, didn't it?
it started out and actually it climbed up.
Oh
Today it came back $7 from yesterday. Can you see my little chart?
yeah,
Yeah,
oh
that's
yeah,
that big dip right there. That's yesterday when we voted down the second contract. So it's made back
yeah,
about half of what it lost yesterday. Well, that's because yesterday or so, I think it was, Deere announced that was the last best offer. There was no more. That was it. Well,
yeah.
then they had to clarify about an hour later and said, well, we're talking with the union to try to, sort this out.
Yeah, they can't do without you guys.
Well, no, who's going to build the tractors? And where are they going to
Exactly.
get 10,000 people to build them? I've been watching CNBC all day today because, well, I was just trying to hear if there's any news on deer, and they've been talking all day long about the worker shortage, interviewing all these different CEOs. And nobody can find workers, and they're having to pay everybody more. The Democrats finally got what they wanted. I
Yeah.
honestly think they used COVID to their advantage. They couldn't figure out how to get minimum wage raised to $15. So what they did is they started paying everybody the equivalent of $15 an hour to sit at home on your ass. And then now everybody's like, I'm not going back to work for $7 an hour.
Yep.
I think it was a hell of a plan they had there.
Yeah, and that's a big problem that we've been arguing about at work too. Is most of us don't have college degrees or anything like that to do the job that we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but nobody wants to go stand out there and do the job we do when it's 22 below like it was last year either.
Good God.
So, um, 6 one, half a dozen the other. But when we were barely making $12 an hour to start, and you could go right across the line over into Missouri and they were paying $15.
2 plus 2, 3.
Yep.
What's the cost of living like where you live? Probably pretty low, isn't it? Because of the honestly, there's probably not a lot of demand to live in rural Kansas like that.
No, there's not at all. Being in the middle of the 3 biggest cities are St. Paul, Girard, and McCune. So,
Big.
Yeah.
That's one thing about our union deal is down here in the corner of Kansas, our cost of living, you can get a hell of a house for $100,000.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And up there in the Quad Cities area, there's so many people working and so many people there, the cost of living is higher. They're saying it's like $1,100 for an apartment. Hell, for $1,100 down here, I can get me a McMansion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, that's just it. I, back in '99 when I bought my house, I spent $32,000 on my house, and I said I'll never spend that kind of money ever again in my life. And boy, was I wrong, because you can't go buy a car now for under $32,000, really.
Yeah, here was a couple of old timers that don't work there no more. They don't seem to be too sympathetic to our cause.
Imagine that.
And one of them was saying, well, we only made $19 an hour back in, when I was there. And I said, you was making $19 an hour in the 90s. So I bought a truck. It wasn't new. I bought it 3 years old. It was a 97 Chevy pickup, and it was fully loaded. Third door. That was a big deal back then. People don't remember.
Oh yeah.
Third door, Z71, 4-wheel drive. Like I said, fully loaded except for leather seats. That truck cost $28,000 new in 97. I had the window sticker. So, and them guys were making $19 an hour. So a truck now, fully loaded, extended cab, 4-wheel drive, what's that cost? 45, 50?
Anywhere between 45 and 50.
So
and that's not fully loaded yet. That's just,
so they've doubled.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So what he's saying is that if he was making $19 an hour back in the 90s, I should be making $39.50.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And I'm not making $39 an hour.
No.
So, I was like, damn, thanks, brother, for the support there. I know that you're out there living La Vida Loca now on the fucking retirement, having a good time. But, shit.
Yeah, that's, and what I really feel sorry for is, in the late 80s, early 90s, 2000s, when my grandmother was still alive, she was trying to live off Social Security.
Yeah.
And back then she was struggling.
You got to have something else. You got to have a 401k helping pay some shit, or a pension. You got to have a couple of different things.
Yeah. There's no way you can live off Social Security anymore.
No,
it's not possible. It's just crazy the way they talk about that anymore. Social Security's money we've paid in. It's not, the government giving us money. That's the thing that everybody forgets.
Yeah, it's actually your money.
Yeah.
They keep talking about they're going to phase it out. I don't know how the hell they're ever going to do that.
Well, if they do that, they're just going to throw a different tax on us, because they can't not get that same dollar amount back from everybody. So
yeah, I don't know. It's a very strange deal. The older I get, I've always said it's not going to be there. Now I'm 10 years away from it, and it still looks like it's going to be there.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't look like it's just going to shit. And plus now we're just printing money. We're pulling money out of our ass. So what does it really matter at this point, huh?
Right. I mean, that's all we got to do is print more, right?
Yeah.
That's the way
it
works.
All we got to do.
I just, go ahead and fire up the printing press that you got in the other room there.
I'll make a couple bucks real quick.
Yeah.
So people don't know we're getting ready to leave here in a little bit. We're gonna go play some Warzone, and if anybody wants to play Warzone with us, Yancey's waiting on us. Hopefully my update's done. Did you update your crap?
Yeah, I took the big update the other day on
That didn't
mine.
sound good. I took the big update the other day.
You know.
I downloaded. Yeah, mine's doing it right now. I hope, because I don't leave mine. I don't leave mine running like Yancey does. He leaves it in rest mode.
Yeah,
I'm
that,
weird.
that
I can't do it.
that pulls too much juice. I'm too frugal.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I don't want to leave it sitting there running. I'm the old kind of guy to where, my wife yesterday, we got in the car and she had her defroster on. A lot of people don't realize when you turn your defroster on, it turns your air conditioner pressure on.
Yep.
And I told her, I know you don't like to hear this, but if you don't have a frosty window, you really should just put it on heater, because you're just running your air compressor and there's no reason to do that. It's costing you gas. And she's like, oh my God. I'm like, yep, I'm that guy.
Yeah. Well, I've got the dad mode too. I go around the house, shut all the lights
Oh
off
yeah.
in the rooms, and if I'm the only one at home, heck, I don't have a light on in the house usually.
I like to yell, I'll get this light for you. Don't worry about it. I got it. Or I
Yeah.
sing that country song, every light in the house is on. Yeah. They love it when I do that shit.
Yeah. So I did hear you talking the other day about one of your girls likes space and stuff.
Yes. Lene apparently is all into it. And I didn't realize that until the other day.
Well, you're not bringing the kids with you to the meetup, are you?
No. Well, one of them will be in Joplin, but going to be with
Okay.
her dad, not me.
Okay. Well, I am a graduate of space camp.
Oh, really? I knew
I
somebody
took
else was a graduate of space camp. Who the hell was that?
and I know you're being frugal right now, but if there's any opportunities for some extra cash, send her out to Hutchinson for a week in the summer.
Oh, yeah.
It's well worth it.
Is that like the
That was
space
my
camp that we
dream job.
talk about back in the 80s, the one where everybody went? And I watched the Goldbergs. He went to space camp. You ever watch that?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
I watch it every once in a while.
Oh, yeah.
But I back at 85. Yeah, we all know what happened in 85, and
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I was one of the kids sitting there watching it, and
How old are
I
you?
I said at that moment I was going to be I was going to space. I was going to be an astronaut.
How old are you? How old are you?
40, 43.
Okay, you're a little bit younger than me. I remember I wasn't watching it, but I can remember when it happened. Somebody told me, "Hey, the space shuttle just blew up." Oh shit! Huh? Yeah, 85.
Yeah,
80, same year the Bears won the Super Bowl. Yeah.
absolutely.
Well, hey man, I'm gonna go inside and get ready to do kill people on the Warzone. If anybody wants to play with us, I'm on PlayStation. You're on Xbox.
Yeah, I'm on Xbox.
Yancey's on PlayStation. Mine handle, if you want to look me up, is Big Daddy Chum. BIGDADDYCHUM, all capital letters. But what's you? Who are you?
I am KSU, Kansas
Yeah.
State University,
Yeah.
Pike 97.
I don't remember what Yancey is. I can't ever
He's
remember that shit.
Yeah, he's something weird.
Probably something to do with the Broncos. I think it's
Yeah.
horse teeth. LA
Well,
horse teeth.
I was thinking something a little worse, but
Oh yeah. Meat Whisperer. He don't probably play no video games, does he?
no, he don't play no video games. He ain't got time for that. He's too busy with his meat.
God damn. All right. So I'll see you here in just a little bit.
All right, catch you
All
later.
right. Bye.
Bye.